Hello and welcome to another episode of Making a Difference. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton from Daily Ad Brief, coming to you from New York City and all the way down to Texas, Houston, Texas. We have one of my favorite people in the world. Her name is Andie Monet. And here's why she is one of my favorite people. Because this woman, by 16 years old, was homeless with no options, nowhere to go. And if you look at her now, she is a scientist, a business optimization strategist, an expert who has literally worked with companies like Monster Beverage. She is a powerhouse. She's got a not-for-profit. She's making a difference in the lives of all of her clients. She's remarkable. Please welcome Andie Monet from Strategic Solutions and Development International. Hello, Andie.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here. I always love talking with you. You're amazing. And I just want to be around you all the time.
I know, me too. Okay, but we have 5 minutes. So let's dive in. Tell us about how your business is making a difference, because I've seen it and it freaking blows my mind.
I love what I do. Of course, that helps. But the short version of that is I really kick butt at creating explosive profits, doubling, tripling revenue or income within 1 to 4 months without adding a single cost to the company. But the reason I do that I think is considerably more important, which is once you get money out of the way, you're able to live your life the way you want to. You can prioritize your family, your friends, your religion, whatever it is that you want to do. I think that your business should really complement your life, not take away from it. And I think a lot of, especially early small business owners, they forget that. They think, the more I work, the more money I'm going to make. And I don't think it's healthy to work, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week consistently and also neglect the things that you identify as priorities in your life.
Andie, I really love that because I have seen it with my own eyes. Because you're a scientist and an engineer, you're able to literally do wigga wagga with those systems, and then people are suddenly optimized and they're doing less, they're spending less, they're making more. But what I love about this is that it's really about, I want you to do less and make more because family is important, because people are important, because life is important. And everybody is so unbelievably overstressed. And so to have somebody like you making a difference in every single one of your clients' lives ripples out to everybody in their lives, and it just creates a positive ripple in the world. Now, you also have a not-for-profit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, it's called Youth Success Academy. And the reason I created it was, it's been over years coming to that place now, but after working with so many companies, whether they're Fortune 500 companies or small businesses, but mostly small businesses, what is it that they really are missing? Whether you're 20 years old or 50 years old, there's some key fundamental things about businesses that, we don't normally grow up with, right? And what does that look like? But before I go into that, the other thing I realized, and this is super embarrassing, but I love telling this story, is that when my daughter was about 21, she had to live with me because, you have the struggling 20s. And she said, when can you come with me to the gas station? And I said, well, not till after whatever it was, 4 or 5 o'clock. And she said, okay. And then I realized, well, why don't you just take my debit card to get gas? And she's like, well, I don't need the money. And I said, well, what's the issue? And long story short, she didn't know how to pump her gas. And I thought, oh my gosh, how did I fail so miserably as a parent that you don't know how to pump your gas? And then I started combining the two, small business owners and really youth in the sense of early 20-somethings. And I'm like, what's missing in their life? Why is it that they struggle so much? And I had also mentored a few 20-somethings, and I went back and back and back. And long story, again, short, is that there's some key fundamental things that I think as parents, we either don't think that our children are ready for certain concepts, or we don't even think to share this information. For example, pumping gas, right? And so I have a now 8-year-old, but we talk about so many things in life. And so what I call these are the 6 pillars of youth success. And one of them is making money, whether that's a career, whether that's being an entrepreneur, showing them what that means. I would love to have career day back in school if it were up to me. Also spending money, which is financial awareness. The third is emergencies. Fourth is household, living, laundry, dishes. The fifth is communication and leadership. And the sixth is health, meaning mental, physical, and emotional.
Andie, I really love this because it really is about giving them the tools to actually live and not just know how to, their biology lesson. So what is one of the most enriching volunteer experiences that you have ever had?
Oh my gosh, I have so many of those.
I know you do.
I there's so many I can't even count, but I love Kiva, which I know we've talked about before, but my son at 8-year-old donates to Kiva, not donates, technically it's a loan, microloan, but my 8-year-old has a Kiva account. But when I was really young, I actually volunteered at what was then called a convalescent hospital. They don't use that term anymore now. But what I really learned was it's so easy for people to forget about their family members. And it really tore my heart apart because, anyway, that love is so important. And I always tell my clients I love them, not because of that, but just because we don't see it enough. We don't talk about it enough. And love can come in many forms, whether it's a genuine hello or a smile or a call or an email or a post or whatever, right? We can give back in ways that I think really coming from our heart, we can really love on people. And so that made a really big difference in my life.
Andie, I really love that because we often discount the simple things, and it's usually that smile or the hello. And you tell me that you love me, and I tell you, even though you're my client, that I love you because I truly do. You're amazing. Thank you for being on the show today. You're so phenomenal.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. I'm excited for every day.
Yay! And for those of you watching, thank you for watching another episode of Making a Difference. If you would like to connect with Andie, because she's phenomenal, please go to dailyadbrief.com, and we will see you on another episode very soon.